Ronaldo to me, Ronaldo! It's one of the great Old Trafford comebacks. Astonishing!
Brighton 2, Manchester United 3. And if you were happy with that performance, then I don't know, because that was a pathetic performance from Manchester United. We got outplayed in that game. It was clear to see that our manager did not set us up with any tactics. Our manager did not set us up with any style of play to play against Brighton. We did not know how to beat their press. They were pressing us. We had no idea how to beat their press. Most of the times when they pressed us, they won the ball back. And that's why you have to look at our manager, guys. The man is 1 year and probably 1 year and 10 months into the job. He's approaching 2 years in December where he'll be at the job. And we still don't know how to play proper football. We still can't keep the ball, retain the ball. We still can't move the ball between the players. We can't. We don't have passing patterns. Our guys don't know what to do when they get the ball. When Paul Pogba gets the ball, when Matic gets the ball, when Bruno Fernandes gets the ball, they do not know if our forwards are making runs in behind, if our forwards are making inverted runs, if they're coming short. They have no idea because there's no coaching being done on the coaching field, on the training pitch, sorry. And so the contrast in coaching, what you saw today against Brighton was enormous. You saw one team that has a clear identity, one team that clearly knows what they're doing when they get the ball, and even when they don't have the ball, you clearly see it. And then you see another team that just relies on individual brilliance, and that is Manchester United. Our manager just relies on individual brilliance. Marcus Rashford to beat couple men, 2-3 men. That's what he relies on. He relies on penalties. We won this game with a penalty. You can't go through your season winning with penalties. Remember what happened to us in the Europa? If you watch my previous videos, I even said before that Europa, I said you cannot base your game on penalties. You cannot go far in football, in competitions, relying on penalties. It will come to an end. When you're versing the top teams, they don't give you penalties. The small team gives you penalties. And the top teams don't give you penalties because they analyze your game and they understand that the only way you win games or get results in games by penalties. So they will not foul you. They will not pick up their hand to give you a handball. And we got knocked out of Europa because we were relying on penalties. We were beating teams like Copenhagen because of a penalty. And when we went to Sevilla, they knocked us out because we relied on penalties. And so we can't create any opportunities. Our guys can't create opportunities because there's no system that creates opportunities. So it's just about individuals. And when the individuals are performing poorly, you get those type of performances. Brighton outplayed us. They hit the crossbar and they hit the post how many times? If they had better players, they weren't going to hit the crossbar. The ball is going to go in the back of the net. And that's why we're beating these teams, because we've got better players. But there comes a time when you're going to verse the other teams that they got better quality players in Brighton where they're not going to hit the crossbar. It's going to go in. And so I'm really worried for Manchester United. I'm really worried because the season just started and we're performing as poorly as we did. The first half was atrocious. It was atrocious. Each and every player was poor. The second half, there was only one player that really upped his game in the second half, and that was Marcus Rashford. He performed better than what he performed in the first half. Each and every other player was poor. From the back, we were poor. David De Gea made some good saves. He made a good save in the second half. He made a very good save in the second half with his legs. Okay, the Brighton player did kick the ball straight at him, but he still had to make the save. So David De Gea was sound. I'll give David De Gea I'll give him I'll give David De Gea a 7 because of that save that he made at the end of the game. Wan-Bissaka was poor. I give Wan-Bissaka a 5. You know, Wan-Bissaka, we knew him for his defensive qualities, but people are still getting past him. His positioning was poor. Trossard on the left. Trossard on the left of Brighton's attack was free. All the time he was free. Where was Wan-Bissaka? Wan-Bissaka, he hasn't started the season off good. So I'm going to give Wan-Bissaka a 5. Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, I'll give them both 5s. Harry Maguire did win us the penalty, and he never scored the goal. It was an own goal. Let me just confirm that. But I think it was an own goal. So I'll give Victor Lindelof a 5. I'm really not convinced about Victor Lindelof. I don't understand why Oli continues playing Victor Lindelof and doesn't play Eric Bailly. So yes, it was our own goal from Lewis Dunk. So Harry Maguire doesn't get that goal. So I'm gonna give Harry Maguire probably a 6 because he did put his body in the position there to get the own goal, and then he did also win us the penalty, so to speak. So I'm gonna give Harry Maguire a 6. But Victor Lindelof, I'm gonna give him a 5. Luke Shaw, I think Luke Shaw was okay. Luke Shaw was okay. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad at all. He was better than Wan-Bissaka. So I have to give Luke Shaw a 6. Gave Wan-Bissaka a 5. I have to give Luke Shaw a 6. He was okay. Matic, Matic was assured on the ball. He was calm on the ball. And that's one thing he gives you over Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay is very rash. He's very when he gets the ball, he's not a good footballer. So Scott McTominay, I'm gonna give Matic. I'm gonna give Matic probably I'll give him a 6. I think defensively he was getting caught out defensively because they were bypassing our midfield like there was no midfielders. But when he did get the ball, he gave us a calmness on the ball. I give him a 6. Paul Pogba, give Paul Pogba a 5. Paul Pogba was poor. He was poor. One of our poorest players on the pitch. Paul Pogba was poor. I don't know if Paul Pogba was match sharp. I don't know. We're versing Brighton now on Wednesday in the EFL Cup. Paul Pogba needs to play that game because he needs some sharpness. Even if you're only playing him for 45 minutes, that's fine. Just get him some sharpness. So Paul Pogba, I'm going to give him a 5. I'm going to give Paul Pogba a 5. Going to Mason Greenwood, I'm going to give Mason Greenwood a 5 as well. Mason Greenwood done nothing in the whole game. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. He stayed on for so long, and Mason Greenwood done absolutely nothing the whole game. I'm going to give him a 5. Bruno Fernandes, I give Bruno a 6. He got an assist and he got a goal, a penalty. Bruno can only score penalties, but penalties win you games, guys. So Bruno Fernandes, I give him a 6. He got a goal and a penalty. He got an assist, and a penalty. Although his overall gameplay weren't good at all, but I give him a 6. Marcus Rashford, first off he was poor. First off, that performance, he could have got a 5 in the first half, but his second half performance was much good. He was looking the sharpest out of all our players, especially our attacking players, sharpest out of all of them. So I probably give him a 7 because of his goal. Because of his goal, I'll probably give him a 7. I know it's high, but I can't give him the same as... It's hard because he did score that goal and he was looking sharp in the second half. So okay, let's give him a 6, same as Bruno Fernandes. Bruno got an assist and a goal. Marcus Rashford got a goal. So let's give him a 6. Martial a 5. And then our manager, you have to give our manager... I'm tempted to give Ole Gunnar a 4. But okay, let's give him a 5. Let's give Ole a 5. Clearly our manager doesn't have any style of play. Clearly doesn't know what he's doing. To get outplayed by Brighton, that you have to point the fingers at Ole. You don't need signings to play better football, guys. You do not need signings to play better football. Look at the football that Brighton play and compare their players with our players. Chalk and cheese. Look at the football that Leeds play. Compare their players with our players. Chalk and cheese. These are two teams that play better football than us but don't have better players than us. So the way of thinking, that the mindset that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs better players to play better football is nonsense. He does not need better players. He needs better coaching methods, and he himself needs to be better. So what I will say, guys, at the end of last season, my videos, I always said it's all about the results. At the business end of a season, it's all about results. But right now we are at the start of the season. It's not just about results, it's about performances, because performances are indicators of the results that are to come. If you are performing consistently poor, the results that are going to come is going to be poor. You might get away with it here and there, but it's going to be poor. And so our performances so far has been poor, has been atrocious. And I'm telling you now, in our next 3 games, one of those games, at least we are going to drop points. We will never win all 3 games. We're versing Brighton on Wednesday in the EFL Cup at their home grounds. Thereafter, we're versing Tottenham Hotspur. And then I think after that, I'm not sure who we're versing. But we are gonna drop points in those games. At least one of those games we're gonna drop points because our football is pathetic. But we got the 3 points today. And okay, that is the main thing. We've got the 3 points today. Let's hope something changes. Although I'm no more. Let me not even say that. the guy has been there 1 year, 10 months, 1 year, 9 months. Nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. So I'm not even saying let's hope things change. Let's just hope the players can perform better on the pitch, because it's clear that our management and our coaches will not implement a style of play. So let's just hope our players can raise their game. The likes of Paul Pogba, I hope he can raise his game. The likes of Marshall and so forth. With regards to Paul Pogba, you must understand that for all those people that are hating against him and saying, look how bad he's performing, and criticizing him so heavily, yes, he did perform bad, but understand something, that he's getting played out of position. He's getting played out of position. He's not a CDM, but he's being played in a CDM position. People want more from Paul Pogba. And yes, the basics he needs to do better, like ball retention, his passes, it needs to be better, those are the basics. But you can't expect Paul Pogba to get assists and goals when he's playing in a CDM position. He's being played out of position. Our manager plays with 2 holding midfielders. I don't know which big club plays with 2 holding midfielders, but our manager plays with 2 holding midfielders. And that's one of my critiques against our manager. So that's what you need to understand about Paul Pogba, is he's getting played out of position. He's getting the ball from Harry Maguire. What do you want that man to do? And when he gets the ball and he picks up his head, Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood are not making intelligent runs. So there's not much that guy can do. And Anthony Marshall as well. So there's not much that guy can do. But yes, he did perform poorly, and he has to take that on his chin as well, that he did perform poorly. I hope he can pick up his game. I need Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to play Paul Pogba now in the EFL Cup, because it's clear that he's not sharp enough. He doesn't have match sharpness, and he's also not looking 100% fit. So he needs more game time. Even if Oli just plays him for 45 minutes, I will be happy. Would I think Oli playing for 45 minutes? I doubt it. I think Oli might start him, but Oli won't play him for 45 minutes because Oli can't think like that. So that's just my thoughts. I'm very worried for Manchester United going forward. I'm extremely worried. I see dark days. I see dark days coming forward for Manchester United. I see a drop in points, many points. I'm not even looking forward to Champions League starting, because when Champions League starts, we are going to get embarrassed properly. If we get outplayed by Brighton, what is going to happen when we're playing in Champions League? Also about transfers as well. I hope we do some transfer business. You know, it's clear that our squad, we do need more players. With the Jadon Sancho situation, I was confident that we were getting Jadon Sancho. I'm no more confident anymore. I don't think we will get Jadon Sancho this transfer window. Manchester United threw it away. Dortmund are saying they're not selling now because it's too late for them also to find a replacement. So that's the Jadon Sancho story. Then with regards to a left back, Alex Telles, I hope we can get Alex Telles through, because we do need also competition for Luke Shaw, and we do also need a substitute also for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw can't play every game, and he does get injured, and you can't bring Brandon Williams in. That boy is not good enough right now to play for Manchester United. So I'm hoping we can get the Alex Telles deal, and I don't even say hoping we can get a centre back, because there is centre backs available. Months ago when I done a transfer show, I told you all about Upamecano. Unfortunately, Upamecano is not available now because he signed a new contract, and Manchester United did not even know about Upamecano. So that just shows you our scouting. There's Ruben Diaz that's available. Ruben Diaz plays for Benfica. He is available, but unfortunately Manchester United scouting department is one of the worst scouting departments in the Premier League, in the world in fact. So they don't know about Ruben Diaz as well. So there is centre backs out there, but we don't know of them. So I'll check you later, guys. Ciao.